Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to It Is On You, the show where we stop pointing fingers and start looking in the mirror. I'm your host, T. Tennessee T. Wilson. And before we get started, I just want to make a quick announcement. We're going to have a guest speaker on the show on Thursday. We're going to have Annie B2 Choice. She's going to be on the show Thursday, November 13th, 8:30. That's 8:30 Eastern Time and now 7:30 Central Time. And we're going to be talking about breaking freedom, accountability, stop playing the victim. So it's going to be a good show. So tune in 8:30 Eastern Time and 7:30 Central Time. All right, let's get back to the show. Well, today we're going to be talking about something real. As you all know what it is, I'm going to keep saying this. Something that become very popular on social media, the idea that being alone is some kind of flex. So let's get real. So let's see. Being alone is not a badge of honor like a lot of people think it is. It is not. A lot of people think that flexing that they are alone or isolating themselves is a flex, but it is not. You're probably seeing the posts all over social media. I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody in my life. I'm okay being alone. I'm better by myself. And the classic one, I normally see peace over people. I don't even know what that means. It sounds powerful though. Peace over people sounds very powerful. But if we're being honest, if we are being very honest, a lot of that talk comes from being hurt. And you haven't healed yet. So you have to figure a way to make yourself feel okay. So you find people saying that a lot of time those people who have been hurt before in the past, I'm fine alone. But that normally means they have been hurt before. They still haven't healed yet. And it is on you. That's what the show is all about. Encouraging people to hold ownership, be accountable, take hold of yourself, move on, and try to achieve greatness. Not just blaming everyone or isolating yourself from everyone, building walls, creating boundaries that don't need to be there. And you hear them saying that I'm just protecting my peace. But what are they really doing is they are protecting the pain. That's what it is. They are not protecting the peace. They are protecting the pain. That's what it is. I normally like to go back to the beginning. When God created Adam, he saw that he was lonely and he created Eve. And he said it's not good for man to be alone. So I always reference that every time I talk about this. We all have been hurt before. And there will always be some point of time in your life, in relationship, in business dealing, in whatever aspect of life, people do get hurt. Now, the ability to move forward after being hurt, that's what defines you. You can shut down, lock yourself off, isolate yourself from everyone just because you are hurt or you are lied to or you are disappointed or you have been frustrated and you just shut everything down. No, you're not going to heal, you're not going to grow if you continue to do that. So I'm encouraging you, if you find yourself in a situation, you have to step back and think, have I already healed from that wound? because healing is the most important thing you have to do first. And isolating yourself is not healing. Like I said, you're only protecting your pain. And you're never going to grow. You're never going to achieve your purpose if you continue to isolate yourself. You continue to protect that pain from previous relationship, previous dealing with business or friendship or whatever the case may be. You have to heal first. Because when you are fully healed, it gives you the opportunity to build connection. And when you start to build connection, you start to network, you have to meet people, then you start to attract those things that you actually want, that you actually desire. So don't be fooled what you see on social media, glorifying isolation, glorifying being single, glorifying being alone. All those things, it's not real. It's the illusion that is created on Facebook for you to feel that it's okay, but it is not. It is actually pushing you away from your purpose, pushing you away from what you can achieve, pushing you away from that one person that's supposed to come and compliment you. So stop buying into those lies on Facebook. I was talking to a friend of mine. There's a difference between independent and isolation. There's two different things here. You can be independent and isolation is different. As an independent person, meaning maybe you can afford to do everything for yourself. You don't need some external factor to help you. You can stay on your own feet. You can pay your own bill, make your own decision, which is the most important thing. That's one of the things that God gave us the ability to make our own decision, our own choice. So those independent decisions we made, those independent to chase our goal, chase our dream. That's being independent. Isolation is when you start to believe you don't need anyone. It's when you try to push away love, push away support, push away accountability. When you start to do that, you isolating yourself. And that is not independence. And here's the truth. Isolation does not make you stronger. No, it does not. It actually makes you weaker. So, if you understand the difference of being alone, being isolated versus being independent, there's a difference. I encourage people to be independent. Because when you are independent, you attract another independent person, and then it becomes interdependent, and you guys will be able to move and explore exponentially. You have that growth will come naturally. But when you isolate yourself, you're not doing yourself any good. So a lot of time people mistake independence versus isolation. It is not the same. And social media have make it look cool. I'm protecting my peace over people. I don't need anyone. We all know that is a lie. We all need people to survive. We all need people to grow. We all need people to become who we want to be. There has to be a connection. I have seen people post on social media wine, TV remote, and they post a peace and quiet. Now, we all love peace and quiet sometimes, but that shouldn't be the goal. Because if you keep saying peace and quiet, but you actually mean you're isolating yourself. That's a whole different thing. Some people, after a long day of work, after all those interactions, you want to come home and just relax. That's acceptable. But if you make that you do it because you don't want to affiliate or socialize with other people, then you're isolating yourself. And that is not good. That is what I'm talking about. So think about it when you decide to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Like some people have it on Do Not Disturb all the time just because they don't want to be bothered. And they're in their own apartment houses listening to the echo, just them. You can't connect when you're in isolation. Isolation and avoidance walk hand in hand. So if you're avoiding people, you're isolating yourself. That is not peace over people. That is avoidance. Everybody wants to live a peaceful life. I want to be peaceful, yes, but that doesn't mean I can have friends, I can socialize, I can meet people, I can interact, I can network, I can build connection. You can do all of these things and still be peaceful. So if you've been hurt before and you're still in that pain and you're still experiencing that hurt, try to heal. Try to see the positive side of people. The Bible says you should love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's the reason. So we have to be able to love others. That's the only way we'll be able to love ourselves. You can say, I love me, but then you don't love another person. It's impossible. Self-love is good, but you can only get self-love if you love others. So once again, I'm gonna keep saying it. We encourage independence. We want people to be independent. I tell people all the time, especially when it comes to relationship, you want an independent person. Because when you find an independent person and you are independent, you form that interdependence. That's why, that's how you both will grow. But if one person is dependent, it's waiting for you to make them happy, to bring peace, to make them feel whole. Come on. That is not a relationship. That is just one person holding the other person down, and eventually somebody's gonna let go. So either that person will realize, hey, you putting me down too much, I can't have that weight, and they're gonna leave. And then because you're dependent, guess what? You're gonna be left alone, and then you're gonna start to feel sad, start to feel disappointed, frustrated, because guess what? Your entire life was dependent on this person. That is not love. If you want to be loved, you got to first know who you are, love who you are, become independent so that another person can come together and you're from that interdependent. That way, when the person is not there, you're still okay. When they are there, you're even better. So you're not relying on one person for your happiness. You're not relying on that person for your peace. You're not relying on that person for everything. So here's the challenge. Take 5 minutes, if you like me. Think, especially if you went through some disappointment in life, frustration, lie down. Take 5 minutes. Think. Are you posting I'm alone because you want to be alone, or are you just hurt? Think about it. Have some self reflection. And then when you realize that you are not saying that because you actually meant it, because most of the time it's pain talking, then start to tell yourself, you know why? I need to move on. I need to stop allowing things from the outside to affect my life. Because your life is your responsibility. And this podcast is all about telling you your life. It is your responsibility. There will be disappointment, there will be frustration, there will be letdown, there will be betrayal. All these things will happen in life. When it happens, say, well, I'm sorry this happened. I gotta go. I gotta move on and keep moving forward. Don't let that hold you down. There's a saying that goes that you can tell a person, you can tell who the person is when they fail, the ability to wake up and move on. Some people, when they fall down, they don't know how to wake up. So a lot tells you about a person when they fall down and then they wake up. Because at some point in time in your life, you will experience difficulties, you will experience setback. But don't let that hold you back. And don't let that isolate you from other people. Stop hiding your pain behind I am okay being alone. Stop doing that. So, once again, this is podcast. It is on you. If you like the show, if you like what I'm saying, or if you disagree, you can comment, tell me your thoughts, and we will continue to talk about this because over the years, over the few decades, it's getting crazy out there. Everyone's trying to isolate themselves. Everyone is being afraid to love because of social media. Everyone is moving. Oh, there's no good man, there's no good woman out there. Everyone's playing that cat and mouse game. You know what? So I'm telling you, when you decide to hold yourself accountable, to build on yourself, self improvement, self awareness, to know who you are, become independent, you will start to attract the best thing in life. You will start to attract that desire, that one person. You will start to attract people that will complement you. You won't be looking for someone to complete you because you're already complete. You are the whole person. You don't need somebody else to complete you. So once again, this is your boy, the Ethnicity Wilson, the podcast. It is on you. Your life is your responsibility. Thank you. Oh yeah, and don't forget, Thursday, we're gonna have a big discussion. 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central Time. Tune in right here. And don't forget to turn to TC Opinion. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, TC Opinion. Once again, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.